Now, I have a sixth sense for finding fungi, developed through persistent passion over the past year. However, recently my foraging has been futile and quite frankly disappointing.
Just really like the feeling of moss.
So, a let the fungi grow and the rain fall ritual was desperately needed, and it did eventually pay off.
I absolutely love this time of year when we just start getting lots of rain and then we have these beautiful characters that just pop out of the ground. We have a mushroom there, there's a mushroom there, there's a mushroom there, there's some there. It's just so many, and I get so unbelievably excited but also so overwhelmed because I just never know where to start. Today I am bringing you along with me as I practice photographing all of these solo mushrooms that have popped up over the past couple of days in anticipation for autumn. So we're starting here with this beautifully formed one. It's pretty much intact, and I've got a reflector out at the moment just to bounce some light onto the stem and fill in those shadows. I'm going to focus bracket this scene so it is sharp from front to back, so we have all of that detail in that mushroom from the stem to the cap. But I'm also going to exposure bracket. That cap is very bright. We are in a clearing, so the light is coming straight down on top of that wet cap. And I did not bring my polarizing filter with me today, which would have taken those highlights down a little bit. So instead, I'm going to exposure bracket. So one stack for that stem, and then one for the cap, so it is evenly exposed. What I might actually do for the cap is use the diffuser that is within my reflector. There we go. And just block the light very slightly and try to soften it. That might help. If there was only one tool that I could bring with me to the forest to take photos of fungi, it would be a reflector. So useful. And if you don't have one, then something like kitchen foil will do the same thing. Normally when we do this kind of photography, we tend to go for the pristine mushrooms, because they look fantastic. But I really love checking out the ones that are not pristine, that are half eaten, because there's story in them. And although I don't see an image here, I love this sort of slimy cap. I love all the texture. In this one here, you've got all these tiny little holes in the cap there, but also it's almost like teeth marks, where something has chomped their way through this. And it's just fascinating to think of what insect, what creature did this. It's amazing. I love how the more that I look for them, or the more that I walk around, the more I find they're just popping up everywhere. What I love about photographing fungi, and no, I don't think I can photograph them without gushing about how much I enjoy this, is how even if you're photographing the same type of mushroom, they're all just so different. They grow differently, they have different shapes, they're all affected in different ways by people, insects, the environment. No. Is that? Oh my god, I was just wondering, what is this little speck in the bottom of my image there? Like, what is that? And I've just changed my focus. It is the tiniest little mushroom I've ever seen. Oh, that's perfect. Oh wait, no, that is perfect. Oh my gosh. Foreground subject. That bullet there in the background, just towering over it. Oh yes. Can I even see that with my eye? Oh my gosh. Where are you? There it is. Oh my god. So tiny.
So I popped my camera into a vertical position with that out of focus bullet in the background looming over this tiny speck of a fungus. I had my camera focus bracket about 20 images, however in the final result I decided I only needed the small fungus in focus, and having everything else around it out of focus made it stand out so much more.
The light has gone a bit weird now. The sun is trying to come out, but when it goes overcast, it is dark in here. So I'm not sure if we have some terrible weather coming in, or I'm not sure what's happening, but I don't really feel like I want to mess around with lighting today. Just kind of wanted a really easy fungi hunt. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this shorter than normal video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. If I take any more photos on my way back to the car, I will pop them on screen for you now.
On my walk back, I spotted a rotting tree trunk with a couple of aging shrooms on them, and I have yet to confidently name these. The cap and the stems were very dark with a sort of blue, almost purple tint to them. I'll have to swing by this tree trunk again in the future as it continues to break down and see what else it harvests.